Hey everyone, I hope you're all well and you're having a good run down to Christmas. My working day has nearly ended on Christmas Eve, hurrah! So I just need to take a break before I done like a proper brain splat onto my emails and work to take a quick steam through my Steam wish list and show you where I buy my top-up cards and all of that kind of stuff because Christmas is sales, but sales equals money, and if we can be smart about it, you can make your money go much, much further. So before I dive into the Steam wish list, I just wanted to show you where I actually buy all of my different top-up cards from, because this helps you get even more of a discount compared to the actual discounts that's going on. Because I go to specific places for specific things. So I go to shop2.net for any UK PSN top-up card. As you can see, there's always something on a sale somewhere around here. So depending on how much you're going to spend, you can kind of muck about with the most. But what I would say is just have a look at how this all works. So buying, if you were money bags, I would buy three £35 top-up cards because that gives you more of a discount than buying one 100 at the moment. But I kind of move around and make it work for me depending on what I'm looking at. So yeah, shop2.net. I do buy physical games from here as well. Never really had a problem. If I'm going for anything in other territories, USA, Hong Kong and Japan are the other territories that I buy stuff on the PlayStation Network from, and I always go to playasia.com. More around Hong Kong and Japan. I don't do US very often these days because I used to go onto eBay and do the USD ones, but now I just get them from here. Now you aren't getting a massive discount on these, but what's really good is that you're able to get the code digitally straight away and you don't have to wait for delays on it, and I've never had a problem with PlayAsia. I'd also say that if you're importing stuff from like Japanese games into your territory, PlayAsia is fantastic, and so is cdjapan.co.jp. Those are the two places that I use for physical imports. Then for Steam, I don't do it very often, but if I do Steam, then I go to cdkeys.com. I am an affiliate for CD Keys, and they do sell lots of stuff, but to be honest, I've only ever really used them for these. I did use them a couple of times for PlayStation Network cards, and I had problems with them, and it ended up in a weird back and forth argument where I was like, you've seen the code, and I was like, you've never issued the code. And it took like a week to resolve, and I wasn't impressed. So take of that what you will, but I've never had a problem with their Steam stuff, at least. So cdkeys.com. For physical stuff, I also then go onto hotukdeals.com, and there's a video game section here. There's loads of other stuff that you can get as well. But the good fun with all of this is that everyone gives heat or cool, chill, depending on how good or bad the deals are. So I just kind of scroll down. You can filter by store and stuff like that as well, or there you go, all over there. Find it really, really helpful. The latest thing that it's helped find me, which I will probably get once I've assessed my Christmas monies, will be Lost Judgment, because it's down to under 20 quid for the first time. Physically, I will yoink that up. So, onto the Steam wish list. I'm going to shush throughout most of this and just call out a few things that interest me, that are deep discounts or are things that make me go, ooh. The main thing I'd say about this is that almost every single thing that I call out that's on a wish list on here is cheaper on Steam or greenmangaming.com or GOG.com than it is on their console equivalents. There's one or two exceptions, and I'll shout them out as I scroll down. So my deepest discount game at 90% off on my wish list is Radio Commander, only 33% off on PlayStation Network. So again, do your research, get good discounts. RTS, but you just shout for a radio. I just thought that would be really cool. Crisp Cube, if anyone played Karashi or Karashi Final on PlayStation 1, same game, just with a dog. But I will be picking that up. Assetto Corsa Competizione DLC is mostly 60 and 50% off. I will begrudgingly buy that if I do, because I bought their game on PS4 and it is atrocious, and its frame rate makes the game unplayable, and that's left a bitter taste in my mouth. Dominions 5, that's the biggest discount I've ever seen. 50% off for that, which is great. Dream Cycle is an adventure game that's made by the people that made Tomb Raider 1. So intrigued with that. We'll see how that goes. Tandem: A Tale of Shadows looks like a really good adventure game that reminds me of Little Nightmares when looking at it. It's also discounted on PlayStation Network, and at 50% off, but that starts off at 20 quid, not 15.99, so it's cheaper on PC. Same with Godstrike. Godstrike's 50% off on PC. It's only 30% off on PlayStation Network. They Always Run looked quite good as a like cyber hack and slash. Jellybreak, a proper kiddie game, 3D platformer, co-op, good fun. I did enjoy the demo that I played. We'll probably grab that actually at that price, to be honest. That's the kind of thing that I'll end up having fun with all by myself. Away, the survival series. It's also 40% off on PlayStation Network Sale, but comes up at $14.99. Okinawa Rush. Again, I'm like, my bank account. But that does look like every retro side-scrolling beat-em-up that I've ever wanted. Backbone is 33% off on the PlayStation Network, so again, not much of a difference, but there is still a difference. This Land Is My Land, survival. That's the deepest discount I've seen on that. Greek has only just been released on PlayStation 4, but it's at $15.99, not $9.59. Hexagroove is a rhythm action game that looks a bit clunky in my personal opinion, but that's the deepest discount it's had so far. I'm not sure that tempts me at that price, but Yolked does at 40% off. This looks like I Am Bread, but it's with an egg. What more do you want? Skyfleet came out last week. Flying around in the sky as a shooter, but also like looking after your own cities in the sky as well. I think they've just extended their launch discount through the sale. Scrolly. Kart Racing Pro has been 30% off quite a lot. I always kind of feel with these types of things that I really want AI in those types of racing games. Tunche, 30% off. That's the biggest discount I think that's had so far. It's only been out for a little while. I've seen some people love that game and some people be just meh about it, which I guess you could say about lots of games, to be fair. Minitone. I've only just added this to my basket today because I saw Tessellating Hexagons had bought it. Who is someone who I go to for cheap puzzles that are good. He does Eurovision stuff and it's fantastic, but on Steam, that's what I follow him on there for. Like, what's he bought? Jurassic World Evolution 2, 35 quid, but it's also 35 quid digitally on PlayStation Network, but also physically for PS4 and PS5 if you go to currys.com, just because I've won a voucher at work which is for Currys, and I was like, ooh, is this where, do I buy a Hoover or do I buy Jurassic World Evolution 2? Me decide. Continuing on, let's keep scrolling because we're getting down to smaller discounts now. Just lots of weird things. So I'm just going to scroll past a lot of these names because this video will just go on forever otherwise. Tor looks like such a mean tower defense game. Epic Chef, I've totally missold this to people, by the way. I didn't realise it was a single player adventure where you actually like harvest the ingredients and then cook the food. I thought it was just overcooked with a weird colour palette. Next Space Rebels, building your own missiles with FMV bits in. I'm very intrigued. Boyfriend Dungeon, 20% off. I wonder how people that back these types of games, because that was a huge Kickstarter success. It's only been out, 5 months? It's already 20% off. How do people that back games like that feel when something's discounted so quickly? Riftbreaker, low budget gaming, speaks very highly of this, which is why it's on my list. Don't know if I'll get it at 20 quid, but he speaks very highly of it, and he's quite hard to please, so in a loving way. Probably shouldn't be proud that Honey Pop 2's on there, but I liked Honey Pop 1. What more can I say? Timberborn was great when I was playing the demo of that. Doop, 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 doop. Keep on scrolling. Imposter Factory is the new game from the people that done To the Moon. Big indie darling game. Hourglass looks like Portal crossed with Rhyme, which I will likely pick that up. Moonglow Bay looks fantastic, but I hear that it's quite lacking in terms of depth, so who knows there. Grow, Song of the Evertree. This is the one exception, I think, where it's cheaper on console in the sales. So if you've got PlayStation Plus or PS Plus, it's $14.99 rather than $15.99. So I'm super intrigued with this. It's a relaxed, combat-free adventure game. Me wants. Signal State looks proper cool. It's programming and logic puzzle games, but it's all about designing sound, which so for those of you that don't know, I create music on side projects, and so I use something called Propellerhead Reason, and you can spin round everything that you've got digitally and pretend to like plug things in behind the scenes at the back, and it just triggered that in my brain. Marsupilami really reminds me of Rayman. Don't know if that's actually reality or not, but I hope it's good. Sunny Place only came out the other day. That looks like a cross between like Wipeout and Ragdoll physics. I think, yeah, look, Horizon 5, 10% off. Age of Empires 4, 10% off. Big games, but small discounts. So yeah, so that's all of my Steam wish list. Oh, I thought someone just set off a firework in the background there. Sorry. And then just go over to psdeals.net. They've got loads and loads of chunky discounts on here. As you can see, it gives you the actual discount as well as the PS Plus ones. There are a few games that I'll be personally probably picking out from this. Grow, Song of Evertree will be one. Yuki will be another. That's a VR bullet hell rhythm game, which looks proper good. I'm just going to quickly click through some of these to shout out things very quickly. Zombies Ate My Neighbours and Ghoul Patrol. If you have never played those games, buy them at that price. Christ, yes. So I bought this at 20% off on launch and have no issue with that price. £4.89 for some of the best 90s games ever made. Get them. Get them, get them, get them, get them. Ooh, what's going on here? Bum, 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 bum. I'm trying to be quick. Carrion, that's a crazy game. Get to play as a baddie. Alien, eat everyone, rip them to shreds. Roki is fantastic. Great game, as is Pumpkin Jack. NASCAR 21, not so much from what I hear. I've not played it though. Art of Rally is fantastic. Done some content on that earlier when it launched on PC. Spectre Waffles is on my to-watch list. Might pick that up. Same with Dungeon Encounters. It looks a state, but apparently it plays very well. And Voice of the Cards on the previous page looks superb as well. In Sound Mind is another game that I really want to pick up. I'm not sure if I'll dip in at that price, but it's like a music-based craziness platform adventure game, from what I understand. Lots of psychological stuff. Hot Wheels Unleashed is a fantastic game, but that's cheaper physically. You can see Lost Judgment. £20 is better, please. Kenna, only just picked that up physically, annoyingly, but that's a good price. Life is Strange True Colours, I've seen physically for £20 on simplygames.com. I've bought it, I've not started it yet. Psychonauts 2 looks like a fantastic game. That's the deepest sale that's had. Shakes on a Plane, £3.19. Definitely buy that for that price. Think Overcooked, but your air hostesses. Hades, good price for console. Yeah, anyway, just keep on going through. Keep on going through. I'm going to stop here. psdeals.net. Select your country store and you'll be able to go through everything that's discounted from a game or a DLC. Highly recommended. Anyway, You guys all take care. Have a great Christmas and festive season. I'll pick up with some videos and probably a live stream next week. Bye. Click the wrong thing. Bye.